commenting talking about some wipe your tears. Wipe your tears. Woo de woo. Do it look like I've been crying, my nigga? I ain't been crying. You just a bitch. You gonna stay one. Then one thing I ain't finna do is finna I don't even Instagram beef a whole like Instagram beefing with a nigga who about to be 40 or something like that, cause he lied about his age so much. I don't wanna hit that. That's still your daddy. Who do that? Ain't my daddy. He's a bitch, pure bitch. That shit not in my blood. Never been. No ever up. Yeah, none of never me out. Yeah, none of that. Yeah, don't. Ain't nobody ever be up. Yeah. Let's talk about it.
3 hours later.
Nah, I don't want to talk about that. Any child with who disrespect their father like that, they ain't got nothing good coming to them. I done wash my hands. Any child who that disrespectful, them words come out your mouth, my other children would never. Any child with that much disrespect come out your mouth, you will never have good luck, baby.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Nah, I don't want to talk about that, man. It's over with. I said what I said. I told no lies, bro. A child with a mouth like that would never get a blessing. That to a daddy who been here the whole way. I ain't talking about the whole way. The whole way. You'll never have no good luck.
That has to hurt a father for your daughter to turn on you like that and go public and tear you down. But Boosie has to also understand, look at what type of vibe you're giving off to your kids. Look at what you do in the public eye. The kids are just replicating what they're seeing from you, so they think it's okay to disrespect you because of how disrespectful you are. They have to lash out. Now, you gave her a Mercedes-Benz. She thought she was on top of the world, and then the Mercedes-Benz got taken away from her, and you had to trade it in order to afford lawyers, and now she's snapping. Why? Because she's a spoiled brat, and this is what spoiled brats do. When the things don't go their way, they become a victim. When people become victims, they don't want to change or accept their situation. They want the world to change it. But a victim has to change the way that they think. She can't change the way she think if she's grew up in a reality where her dads always did things for attention. Her dads always lashed out. Parents have to be careful what they're doing in front of their kids, because as they get older, your kids may be your own demise.
And as a result of us doing that, we have also adopted the women's liberation movement goals of wanting to be liberated from the man and have some kind of pseudo-equality. When while that may be true of the white woman and her plight with the white man, that's not really the black woman's business, because we haven't been under the control of the black man for over 500 years. So what do we have to be liberated from him from?
I absolutely agree. This is where the brainwashing comes in at. Time after time after time after time. Like she said, it's been 50 years. The black men have never had control over black women. Black women have always maintained the black community. So as a black woman that's watching this, you want credit for raising your children. We give you credit for raising your children. You want to be the proud, independent, single mother. We give you credit for that. We give you credit for birthing. We give you credit for raising. But you have to be accountable to what's happening in the black community. That's what black women don't want to do. See, you want all the glory for giving birth. You want all the glory for raising the children. But you don't want to take accountability to what these children have been raised to be. They've been raised to be emotional, insecure people who've been brainwashed by older black women. See, you're teaching your daughters not to need a man, and then you're teaching the men to need a woman. So what you have is you have a whole bunch of simp men chasing a whole bunch of women who are telling them they're not good enough. And we have to constantly repeat this. And it's a lot of black women out there that do understand what's going on, but the amount of women that are out here that are just lost is just remarkable. All right, guys. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Today, I got about a couple videos for you. The first video that we're going to be reacting to after that is going to be Daily Wrap-Up Crew And they're going to be talking about how social media dictates relationships, which is true. That's what social media is there for, is to capture your brain and actually give you a personality. The next video is going to be Myron, and a woman's going to be breaking down why she do not date guys who have social media, even though she has social media. And then we have a woman during road rage. This is one of them situations I want you guys to watch, and we're both just going to be like, huh? What is going on here? We have a black woman who's going to lose her mind. And then we have my man, Andrew Tate. And this is one of the reasons why I love this guy. All right, I'm telling you, I like watching his videos. I like watching his commentary. I do not agree with everything that he says, but a lot of things that he says takes the words out of my mouth. This is why I react to a lot of videos, because I can identify with him. And I do think that he's one of these guys that's not really misogynist. It's just that he's very open-minded, and everybody needs somebody like Andrew Tate in your life. You need someone to tell you the truth, because nice people do nothing but lie. You'll notice, nice people, bad luck follows you because you're constantly running away from the truth. First video, wrap up crew. Let's get to it.
Cardi B talking about she don't cooking and cleaning, but then you got her on video cooking and cleaning.
Great
like,
point.
You know what I mean? It's like, why put that out there that you don't do that and still got the ring, but secretly you at home doing this shit?
Girls be on social media watching other girls with flowers and this and that third, and they not doing that, so now they mad. Like,
That's another thing.
Well, this
That's
person got
jealousy
this,
thing.
so why I'm not getting this? Now they feel like they gotta live a relationship that's based off of what social media is showing them is a relationship.
And she's absolutely right. This is why it's crucial for women. See, men, we can get on the internet and we can distinguish what's real from fake, at least most of us that's out there. But when it comes to a woman, they have so much emotion inside of them that a lot of women daydream a lot. This is what men don't see. You don't see the daydreaming of a woman. When a woman's daydreaming, she's looking for a theme. She's looking for a fairy tale. And you'll notice whenever you get with women, they're living out themes, which is why they can be happy during time periods where it's not even meant for you to be happy at. They find little reasons to giggle and be happy. Why? Because they're trying to identify and be like somebody else. The quickest way to lose your woman is to allow her to be on the internet all day long. Social media will program your brain to run your life into a wall. See, what a lot of people are doing, the dumber you are, the more you're going to adapt to a false world. Why? Because you don't have an identity. You don't have a personality. So you go with personalities that feel good to you. Next video is going to be a woman claiming she doesn't date guys who have social media. Let's get to it.
I wouldn't recommend making that.
Do you think it is cheating for a guy to like a girl's bikini pictures on social media?
I'm not a fan of it. That's why I don't date anyone who has social media.
Okay. Do you have social media?
Yeah.
What if I have a business and I have a social media account doing the same thing you're doing?
Then I wouldn't date you.
Like, we're YouTubers. Okay, we got social media.
I don't fuck with someone who has that type of business. And this is my criteria. Nobody has to fuck with me.
I think
She's absolutely right. She is absolutely right. And this is where a lot of people have to start doing, including men. You have to have a standard that you are approved, that you like, that nobody else like. Now, I can give her that. You must know exactly what you want, because when you're a bot, everybody's going to want the same thing. It doesn't work like that. You and 1,000 people are not supposed to want the same thing. That makes you a bot. It doesn't make you an innovator. As an innovator, that also goes into your love life as well. So you must have standards, what you're willing to get from a woman and what you don't want from a woman. The same way women are going to have standards on you. Too many guys let your standards down because you allow a woman to tell you what she's thinking, and then you try to adjust to what her standards are. That's the biggest problem that men face. If you learn to have your own standards and let her adjust to you, relationships will go a lot better.
a relationship is a contract, and if you break the rules, you cheat, no matter what it is. I wouldn't recommend making that like an established boundary in your relationship. I think there's better non-negotiables to make.
If you reach out to engage, then there's like a reason. I can understand liking like friend pictures if you've got like a friend group, but if you're just liking like random like sexy girl pictures on Instagram or sexy guy pictures and you're like a monogamous relationship, I don't know why you'd ever do that.
I agree. There's no reason for you to sit up and just keep liking photos of people that you're not dating or sleeping with. That's real talk. And if any of you guys are just scrolling and then you're just liking pictures and you're in a relationship and you're just doing this on the side, I'm sorry, but why are you in the relationship? Men and women have to question this. The thing is, everything's accessible now. All right. Cheating is accessible. All right. Moving on fast is accessible. This is why people are in relationships and they're already planning on moving out of the relationship and getting into another one while they're in there. The whole world is monkey branching.
I don't know if guys will admit it or not, but there's like some like secret cope in the back of their head that maybe one of these girls will notice or some shit, or you can like reach out at some point. That's what I feel like. Like when people reach out on social media or engage, it's for a reason.
I think a woman liking a picture or engaging is way worse than a guy engaging on Instagram.
It is.
I think the threshold for a female to commit an act of infidelity is far easier to break than for a man.
He is absolutely right. This is why I love Myron, man. Myron gives it to you raw and uncut. Andrew Tate gives it to you raw and uncut. He's right. When women reach out to do the same things as men, it's worse because it's easier for her to get it. A man has to work hard to get attraction from a woman. He has to look good. He has to have the money. He has to have the swagger. He has to have the aura around him. So he has to work harder for women to be attractive to him. But when it comes to a woman, it doesn't matter what she looks like for real, for real. She could walk outside. There's going to be a guy that wants to sleep with her or a guy that wants to be with her. That's real talk. So when a woman reaches out to do the same thing, like flirt with guys or even cheat, it's worse because it's already given to her and the man has to work for it. Next video is going to be a woman punching a car. Let's just get to it. Whoa.
She just hit my car. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Why are you so mad? 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 Why? Why are you so mad? Why are you threatening me? I'm just trying to get to work. I'm just trying to.
Oh my God. Drive off, get away from her. You gotta drive off and get away from her, man. I'm telling you right now, there are just some good boogers out there. They just never go. I don't even know what was going on in that video. But in the inner city, you see this type of stuff all the time. People just have a bad day and then they want to lash out on people. They find the littlest thing in the world in order to get mad. This is why in life, you really have to control your environment. You have to learn to sit back and say less and let your eyes listen. As long as your eyes can listen, then you won't be able to make the big mistake. You make the mistake when you open your mouth trying to change what's going on. Next video is going to be Andrew Tate. And this is one of the reasons why I absolutely love this guy. I don't love him. I love for what he says, what he stands for. All right, let's get to it.
I just never saw her again. You know, I was saying this to Tristan only a few weeks ago. I said, you know what, man? Before Instagram, before dating apps, imagine like you met a girl and she was perfect for you and you fell in love with her. And like you broke up and you just never saw her again. You didn't know what she was up to. You didn't stalk her Instagram. You didn't meet her again you didn't message her. You just never saw her again. Isn't that crazy? Imagine how much you'd love a woman if you couldn't see like all these other bitches online and stuff. Imagine how true feelings used to be. Everything in the world, the modern world is so diluted. It's all diluted down because there's unlimited option, right? It's interesting.
He's absolutely right. See, I came up in an era where we didn't have cell phones. And he's absolutely right. When you dated a girl and you broke up, you never seen that girl again. In order for us to like get new girls, we had to go to new schools. So we did a lot of picking women up at football games when we had to go to the visitor side or we had to go to the other side of town. That was the only way to see new women, to go to the mall, to go to other sides of the town, mainly to go to a different state. That was the only way for you to see new women. Nowadays, like he said, it's all brainwashed. When you break up with a woman, you can see what she's doing for the rest of her life and allow you to hold on to those memories longer. This is why a lot of you guys, when you get out of bad relationships, you hurt longer because you're constantly seeing her. You constantly could see what she's doing. And one thing about women that hurts the most is that she can get a new guy at any given moment, but you as a man, you cannot move on that fast. Which is why a lot of you guys, when you get in the comments saying a girl broke my heart, now I got 5 or 6 girls for every day of the week, you're lying. That's a lie. Men can't wake up and have that many girls that want him and you're an average Joe. You have to be a celebrity. That simple. Or a dope fiend. A dope fiend can do it. The trap boy, he can do it in the trap because women want 2 things from him. They want the dope and they also want the money. So I've seen a lot of trap boys do this, but the average guy, you cannot move on with women. And what keeps you miserable, depressed, is the simple fact you can go online and continue to see her lifestyle, but she can go online and have unlimited options. As long as a woman feels like she's going to have unlimited options, there is no reason for her to be dedicated to her first option. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you guys got the message behind the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.